Hi friends, welcome to the Gilded Loop. My name is Matt, and today I'm bringing you a yarn review for Bag-O-Day Tonal Hues. I do have a yarn swatch in this video that we're going to go over, but I just got my shipment in. I ordered this as soon as I saw that Crystal was launching a new yarn product. This is available through Mary Maxim, and I'll include a link in the description. I'm not a sponsor or affiliated or any way with Mary Maxim or any other yarn brands for that matter, but I did want to bring this to you to share with you in case this was something that you were interested in. I only have one color because I wanted to see how I liked it before I really invested in some other colors, and I bought the kit that is available on Mary Maxim's website for the Coloratura cardigan. So this is what comes with the Coloratura cardigan. The color that I have here is called Liquid Mercury. Let me just tell you, this is like my favorite colorway I've ever seen in a gradient style yarn, which is exactly what this is, this Tonal Hues. So if you do purchase this kit, this is what it comes with. It is, this is the color 7Cs, I believe, this bluish color. And then this is the Liquid Mercury, what I purchased. I will say that, I mean, there's pictures on the front, but there are no pictures in between. It is all just the instructions. So if that's important to you, you should just be aware of that. But Crystal has so many different cardigan and sweater tutorials on her channel, so you don't have to do this one. You can pick a different one. It didn't say how many skeins that it came with, but the kit did come with 7 skeins. Just to kind of point out here, they do come bagged in bags of 3. Again, this is the Liquid Mercury color. So if you want to have them be sealed because you're not ready to work with them yet, which is really helpful for preventing dust and stuff from getting on them. Bags of 3. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what this colorway looks like. So Crystal showed this on her channel on Bag-O-Day, and it looked more grays and blacks to me. However, on the Mary Maxim website, it definitely had like a deep green tone to me, like a dark green leading into almost black, which is what made me fall in love with this color and made me want to purchase it. And I am happy to say it truly does have that colorway to it. Let me just, so if I take this out of the sleeve, you can kind of see, I would describe this. This color is very hard to describe, but I would describe this as like an emerald. Like, I mean, if you've ever seen an emerald, not like the bright ones, but an emerald that is like a deep, dark emerald, almost kind of like leaning into onyx territory. That is what this is. So you see a Tonal Hues is a gradient. So it's a reverse gradient, basically. It goes from light to dark instead of dark to light. But let me tell you, first of all, this is the softest yarn I think I've ever worked with. It's really quite impressive on how soft it is. I've already kind of worked up half the skein, but you can kind of see it's real dark. It has this light color on the inside, then leads to this dark kind of halfway through, which you can kind of see here. Real light, leads to dark, and then light again. But let's go ahead and take a look at the swatch that I have. Now, on here, it tells us it's 328 yards, 100% anti-pilling acrylic. It's a 150 gram ball, so it's 5.3 ounces. And it is a 4 medium weight, and they do recommend a 5mm hook, which is exactly what I used, a 5mm Susan Bates hook. Here is the yarn swatch. Just still have it attached, but let's take a look at that. It's a stunner. I just love it. It's just so beautiful. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. So this was my starting point. This is just a granny row stitch. So the granny clusters just done in a row. And it really gradually, I mean slow, gradual, not fast. You go from this light, I would say that this color is almost like a velvety teal color, like a deep, almost like sagey teal color down here. And then it just gets a little bit darker, and a little bit darker, and a little bit darker, and then goes into like, it never gets black, but it gets like this deep onyx. The only way I can describe it is like a deep onyx color. Hopefully the camera is kind of picking up some of that. The drape on this is just fantastic. This is going to make fantastic wearables. I will say, when I was crocheting this swatch up, I think you could probably go down a hook size. So it's 5mm is what it recommends, which is a US H8. I would go down to a 4.5. So I do plan on making a sweater out of this. I don't know if I'm going to do the sweater in that pattern. I may, or I may pick a different one, but I'll probably do a 4.5, just size down a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit. But you can see, just so you can really see some of the color variations. I have not seen a video posted of what a swatch looks like with this. So I like to bring to you things that maybe aren't out there right now. So if you are a fan of greens and not like meadow grass green, but you want like a neutral tone green or a nice deep green, this is the one. This is like, it's just stunning. And the name Liquid Mercury totally leans in with it. It's almost like green woven in with like the silvers. It's got a fantastic sheen to it, the ball. Hopefully you can kind of make some of this out, but the sheen to this is just amazing. And hopefully you can tell how soft these fibers are. They're just really quite incredible. Like I said, I've worked with a lot of different yarns. Anti-pilling yarns do tend to be a little bit softer than some of the other yarns. However, this one takes the cake. She is soft. I don't know if Crystal was involved at Bag O' Day with the creation of this yarn. I'm pretty sure she was involved with signing off on it. It is $6.99 a skein for a 150 gram skein. And if you compare that to the Premier Gradient, which is $8.99 for a 200 gram skein, I do think that this one turns out to be a little bit better. I know that she said she's going to have solids coming and additional colors coming. I hope that they come out with like a plummy color, because if you paired this in like a blanket form with like a plum color, like what they have on the Premier gradient, that would look so incredible. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that swatch to you so you could see if you were thinking about liquid mercury. I highly recommend. If you want a soft yarn, if you want something to make for a wearable or even for a blanket, this is the one. I really, really, really was impressed. Crystal did a fantastic job making sure that she brought us a good product. So again, I've got the link just to take you there if you want to make your purchases. I will say Mary Maxim does tend to be on the higher side for shipping. However, if you're patient and you watch, they do run sales. So on that. All right, thanks for watching. Come again, have a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things to bring engagement to this video. See you later. Bye.